So I let YouTube be my personal trainer, and there are a couple of things that really taught me a lot about myself and about this journey that I really want to share with you all today. So, number one, YouTube being my personal trainer actually got me really involved as a YouTuber in a way that I had just never been engaged before. So, what it looks like is I actually signed on every single weekday for live streaming, and I was ready to babble until my lips fell off and just keep going and pedal until my legs fell off, because that's what I committed to do. So I was not ready internally to ride my bike as much as I had planned to, but I knew as long as I took it slow and steady, I'd get there. And so every day in the early days, I really just pushed myself for the one workout, right? The one bike ride, the one set of squats. And I really focused on just doing those individual exercises. And it wasn't because I planned on doing that for the rest of my life as just one thing at a time, but it was because I knew that incrementally, as I got more confident with each of those movements, I was going to see some results, and then I'd be able to feel my way through the rest of the process and sign in again the next day. And it's funny because that's really what it taught me about YouTube as well. The next thing that transforming on YouTube really did for me was it allowed me to let go of my preconceptions of what I should be capable of, and allowed me to just be mindful and in the moment of what I was actually doing. And what I realized was I was better off than I thought, and I was closer to my goals than I expected. And it really was just a matter of trusting one day at a time that I would get there. And what's funny is that's very similar to the process of learning how to be on YouTube itself. I started at 196 when I started my YouTube channel, and I got down to 176 towards the end of the summer. And now I am at 166 about right now, with my next goal being 156 by the end of the year on December 31st, 2025. And the cool thing about it is that I am actually not feeling daunted by that task, because I've already done this really hard thing of being on YouTube and letting YouTube itself train me. There were people who came on and said some really harsh things, which brings me to number 3. I learned how I really feel about myself through the comments of others. There were some folks who had some really harsh things to say, who had some really rude things and some rude comments to make. And, I was able to very comfortably block those individuals and just move forward without becoming tough. So I stayed my soft and gentle self. I didn't get super offended by people and respond to them in these really harsh ways. And you can watch my videos and you'll see that I don't. But what I realized is that I also didn't let them walk all over me. I just learned what boundaries are for me. And a boundary is not a rule for someone else. It's just something that I abide by that helps me to feel like I'm in control of my own body and my own mind. And what that looks like for me is sometimes I just block someone who I don't want to hear from. Sometimes I remove someone from my line of vision so that I can see where it is that I want to go, and I can see where it is that I'm trying to get to. And the cool thing about that is there's no limit, and there are no rules about how you draw those boundaries for yourself, because they're about you feeling okay. They're about you feeling safe. And if I wasn't doing this on YouTube, it might have taken me a good bit longer to get as adept as I've become at drawing those boundaries for myself and protecting my own peace. But now when I start to think about it, I know how to protect my peace really, really well. And I even went through a breakup while I was on this journey, and it really wrecked me for a little bit. But then I realized like, oh, I can set boundaries for myself about how I want to engage in how I feel, how much I want to talk about how I feel, and that I don't have to judge myself for any of those feelings. I can draw a boundary around not judging myself, right? And so I can say, well, when I feel this way, I'm going to allow myself to experience that feeling. And I'm going to embrace myself in those moments. And I'm going to do something kind for myself as a result of that, like, self-acknowledgement, and avoid self-abandoning. It's been a really mentally healthy process. And that is really not what I thought going on YouTube and working out with, sports tops was going to do for me. I thought people were going to come on and make comments about my belly, make comments about me being postpartum and having stretch marks everywhere. I was ready for people to be cruel. And instead, I had this overwhelming community of people who came in and were kind, who came in and were considerate, which brings me to my last and bonus point. YouTube is what you make of it. It really is. I could have stopped when there were crickets back in December and January, February, March, April, and May. And I could have given up and said, this just isn't working. I'm not good at this. And, there's no one out there who's trying to change their life. There's no one out there who's trying to transform. And instead, I decided, you know what? I think that if I tweak this, if I try this tool, if I do this new thing, I might reach a new person. I might do what I'm trying to do a little bit better. And that might work for my community. That might work for this audience. And I just might succeed on YouTube. And so I have been working within that spirit and working within that framework, honestly, ever since I started to do my Peloton bike rides, and ever since I started to go live on the Peloton, most importantly. And I am so grateful for that, because I have made new friends who are so kind and so considerate. Like, shout outs to every single one of the moderators who takes the time of their real life to make sure that people are considerate and courteous on our channel. I have had the opportunity to meet regulars who are doing different things in their lives, bulking up, losing weight, beginning a mindfulness practice. It has been such an amazing experience to get to know each and every one of you. And YouTube is how that happened. It's about you. Ooh. It's about you, YouTube. And I feel like I am so blessed and I am so privileged to have a personal firsthand relationship with what that looks like and what that means. And it's something I couldn't have imagined how it would feel. So I will wrap it up just to say that, well, there were definitely people who kept telling me, like, do a push-up, or who were correcting my form in moments where I wasn't there for getting correction. I will also say that there were so many people who were there who were just trying to be supportive and just wanted to see me succeed. And I'm so deeply grateful to each and every one of them, and to each and every one of you who's tuning in right now. So if you're curious about like this channel and what it's about, I am here for transformation. This is the Spinning Mama. My name is Sonia, and I am really excited to have you here with me today. And you've probably heard me say that a lot if you've ever watched my live streams. The truth of the matter is that I believe that transformation happens inside and out. As a postpartum mama, I know that there is so much that we are capable of, and so much that we are just going to experience as we learn who we are as parents, as we learn who we are as people, and as we integrate the version of ourselves that we've been with the version of ourselves that we are becoming. I think there's so much richness in this liminal space and so much philosophical depth for us to engage in, and I cannot wait to dive even deeper with you all as we grow as a channel. I have a 1,000 subscriber goal. So if you are trying to support the channel, please, there are 3 things you can do. Number 1, please subscribe. Number 2, if you like it here, drop a like so that YouTube knows and can share this with other people who are similar to you. And of course, if you are loving this, but it's just not your personal vibe, share it with somebody who you know is trying to lose a little weight, maybe who's trying to open up their mind a little bit, or who's just, looking for community and connection. I'm a postpartum mom to a little one who's just turned 2, and I am very, very, very much so looking for other similar people who are parents, people who are trying to unpack and drop the baggage of their old life and pick up a brand new version of themselves that they didn't even know was available to them. And I'm excited to do that in community. So if that sounds like you, then welcome, welcome, welcome in. Please introduce yourself. There are only so many squats that you could do before you kind of have to hang in the towel. And so rather than giving up, I decided to switch it up. We were having such a good time of connecting as a community that I realized there was something else that was possible in the space where it was not so transactional and where it became more interpersonal and connected. And so what I did was I started to ride on my Peloton every single weekday. I took the weekends off. I wasn't going every single day. I wasn't driving myself crazy, and I was not trying to motivate people to give me something to get me to do something else, right? I was just trying to be in my element and see how it went. And the cool thing was that I started to see people who really wanted to help me and who really wanted to see me succeed in my journey and who were on their own journeys as well. And that was pretty exciting and kind of the goal, but I didn't really believe in it happening. And it was actually so encouraging that I didn't miss a day for about 17 weeks, unless I was literally in bed and couldn't get out of bed because I was sick. I got on camera and I got on the bike and I got to riding, and I wasn't riding crazy hard. So a couple of things that were really important were to not be going past like the threshold of what I could handle. So I did low impact rides for the beginning, and I really kept those rides easy. And then I ramped up a little bit over the last month. But for the most part, the first 3 months, I was really taking it going gentle and taking it easy on myself, really focusing on consistency over intensity. And it's funny because that's the advice that people give you for when you're creating a YouTube channel, right? To be consistent over being intense, to not worry about posting every single day, but to post a little bit better every single day. And so it was amazing because my YouTube channel being my personal trainer and getting me to be on my bike regularly, to start to do more strength training, to invest in little things like my kettlebell or like my door frame workout system or my TRX training band, actually helped me to make micro adjustments to my workouts that allowed me to see increased and improved results in shorter and shorter periods of time, just the same way that being on YouTube live all of the time was actually helping me to have a stronger presence on YouTube and to be more confident and to get more engaged with people on camera so that we could actually have a better time. So this whole project was supposed to just help me with my body. And I didn't even believe that that was really going to work because I didn't really think I could be that consistent. And instead, it helped me not only to lose 20 pounds, actually over 30 pounds. It not only helped me to set a strong goal for myself to change my body composition in the next 2 months and 1 week. It not only helped me to feel a lot stronger and a lot more empowered in my body and in my mind and in my spirit, but it also helped me to realize that I'm doing YouTube and that I don't have to keep pushing myself to feel like I'm doing better at it because I'm actually doing it. The more that I realize that I'm actually doing YouTube, the more confident I feel in my abilities as a YouTuber, the more people will join in on the process and the better that it will be, which is a pretty exciting thing to realize, and honestly not something that I was super confident in my abilities to achieve. Not because of anything negative, I just had never done it before, so I didn't know if it was really possible. And the more that I connect with others and the more that others have the opportunity to see me here, the further we all can go together.